Boo Bop. I feel like somebody finna shoot their shot. Somebody finna shoot their shot is what I'm feeling right now. I feel like there is an energy of go for it. See what's up with it. You know, like what's going on, Boo Bop? Like someone's gonna shoot their shot. Now this is interesting too, because I'm like, okay, are they shooting their shot in a romantic sense, right? Because we know shooting your shot to be like, you know, I'm going after the boo, you know what I mean? Like I want to see what's up with Boo Bop. I'm trying to see what's up with him. Or is it shooting your shot with a goal, shooting your shot, taking a risk, going after something? This is what I need to know. This is what I want to know. And this is what I want to give you, tell you, let you know what's going on. It's kind of like the vibes that I'm feeling right now very much has a lot to do with like whoever, whatever this is. There's a lot of options. A lot of options. There's a lot of ways that this can go is what I'm feeling, okay? But somebody finna shoot their shot. Somebody's just gonna take a risk. Yeah, we got the 10 of cups here. Someone's taking a risk towards their happiness. So this could be like literally you shooting your shot because you're just like, I just want to live happily. I want to live in harmony. I want to live a stable, secure, free life, right? So you could be doing something that is so out your norm, or this is someone that is getting ready to do this towards you. Like this is someone that comes out of nowhere. Something's happening out of nowhere, okay? And it kind of feels like both, honestly. Yeah, it kind of feels like both. I feel like something's being mirrored back to you. It's almost like you're shooting your shot, right? So you could be shooting your shot with your goals. Like literally, it could be that. Okay, you could be shooting your shot with your goals or with your life. Like you're just going after something like full throttle. You're in it. And it's almost like because you're so in it, it's like you're bringing that energy towards you. It's mirroring you. It's almost like if someone likes you or is interested in you or wants to take you out or is interested in something, right? We got the 4 of Wands with celebration, right? It's kind of like that is your date card low key. It's kind of like, because you're shooting your shot with your own life, somebody wants to do that to you. Like, or you could be experiencing a series of people who are in that position. You're experiencing a series of people who are like complimenting you more, right? Talking to you a little bit more. Yeah, we got go for it. It's like somebody is feeling like they should just go for it. They should just try towards you. Like if it was really silent, okay, around you, if people weren't really coming up to you or talking to you, if you feel like you've been lonely, like I feel like that's shifting for you. I feel like because you're shooting your shot, because you're taking care of yourself, because you're going hard for yourself, I feel like you're receiving that energy as well, right? Like what you give is what you get. And since you're giving yourself your time, you're giving yourself your energy, you're giving yourself what you need, I feel like people are getting ready to do that too. Whereas to before, you may have been a little passive about who you are and where you're going and what you want. So people are passive too. Like if they want to talk to you, they're not really talking to you because they're just kind of like a little shy or a little scared or whatever the case is when it comes to you. But it's all a mirror. Okay, it's all a mirror. Like someone is mirroring you or multiple people are mirroring you. Yeah, we got release your blocks, Boo Bop, sugar pie, honey bun. That's right. That's right. You're releasing the part of you. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. You're releasing the part of you that has felt blocked, held back, stopped, can't move forward, can't push forward, can't do what you got to do. You're letting go of the stories you're telling yourself, right? Because we got that quarter moon in Scorpio. So it's almost like wherever you're lying to yourself, whatever feels dark right now, you're just not allowing it to be facts no more. You're not allowing it to be your truth anymore. It's kind of like you were stopping yourself from going after what you want, but now you shoot your shot with it, right? So like if there's a goal, if there's something you want to achieve, let's say you want to go back to school for something, you want to learn a new trade, whatever. It's almost like beforehand, you weren't doing it. You were not going to go for it because you were staying quiet or you were unsure if this was for you. And now all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I'm not going to hold myself back anymore. I see how this can benefit me. I see how important it is for me. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to just do the thing and I'm going to trust the universe. I'm going to trust God. I'm going to trust myself to get it done. And it's like you're letting go of your blocks, which your blocks is just you, boo bop, sugar pie, honey bun. There's nothing outside of you that's blocking you, right? The only energy I do feel with this too is like it's your fears, right? Your fears are such a huge block. Like you give into your fears. For some of you, this could be something that you've already done before or something you've been thinking about doing, right? Like it's been in your mind, you're in conversation with it, but you're taking it super slow. You see how she's doing a little yoga over there, right? You're taking it slow. You're thinking it over, then you're thinking it over again, then you're thinking it over again, right? You're like, hold on, let me see if this is for me. And it's like, it is. Whatever you're considering right now, this is your confirmation. It's like, find the courage to just do it. Like dive the F in, boo bop, for real, okay? Dive all the way in, because whatever this is benefiting you and it's bringing commitment your way. I see 555 on the clock right now, so it's just like you're changing the game because you're committing to it and you're not questioning it, you're not sitting in doubt with it. It changes things for you. If things have been slow, if things have been quiet, if you feel like you are the loneliest you've been in a while, I feel like stuff is coming in for you. Like things come in for you because you're giving to you. That is your key, boo bop, sugar pie, honey. But that's your key. Your key is the more you give to you, the more you receive, right? The more you pour into you, the more you invest into yourself, the more you receive, right? So like if you're worried about your finances, you're worried about your happiness, which I do see, there's a part of you that just feels like, you know, things are not necessarily going the way that like you would expect it to go, the way you want it to go. I'm also seeing you're in your head about something, like it's a lie. Like you're telling yourself that you don't have the skill when you have the skill. You're telling yourself you don't have enough money when you have the money, right? Or you know how to cultivate it or get it. Like there's something here where it's like, you know, it is fulfilling, but you're isolating yourself from it. You're keeping yourself from going in that direction. And it's like the divine is like, yo, there are so many people that want to nurture you, but they can't nurture you until you nurture yourself, until you give to yourself, until you show up for yourself. And I feel like you're getting this clarity. I feel like there's a part of you that's saying, okay, I've been distant long enough. I see how it doesn't necessarily serve me. And now I'm ready to truly walk in whole, truly enjoy my life. Like you're in a position where you're like, you know what? I just don't want to live like this anymore. And you're realizing that there's something you need to do for yourself and you're doing it. Okay. Ooh. We got temperance. Yeah. It's like you're cultivating this harmony. You're cultivating this balance. You're cultivating a level of like peace, right? You've been going slow. There's something about you going real slow. But I do see with the sun, there is some sort of successful moment that's coming through for you. But you've been in a meditative, introspective, let me take a moment to myself kind of space, which I could see is partially needed, right? Like you may have needed this time to, to release your blocks. Let me sip tea. You needed to release your blocks, right? It's almost like life was getting too peaceful for you, right? Or there's genuine peace you're cultivating in your life and that's not what you're used to. So you needed to kind of calm your nervous system. You needed to give yourself permission, and you probably still do. You're in the process of that. You needed to give yourself permission to be happy, to be successful, to have love, to have nurturing energy. It just feels like something was happening for you, because that temperance is showing me like things were balancing out for you. Things were like moving in a beautiful direction. And it's like you could see it. You see how she's looking out into the water? It's like you could see it. The view is peaceful. The view is great. You're cultivating this new version of you. But that also scared you off a little bit. So it's almost like whatever you were doing beforehand, however you were taking care of yourself beforehand, however you were investing in yourself beforehand, you stopped doing it. You took a break. You took a moment to kind of sit back, because with that 4 of Cups, it's just showing like you were very much in the energy of like, I want this. I know I want this, but you still were holding on to some things, right? You still were holding on to the past. So your fears got in the way is what I'm getting. So like, let's say this is a relationship. Let's say you entered a relationship where it genuinely was a beautiful, peaceful relationship. Like you walked away from it recently. This seems recent. You walked away from it recently because it was cultivating peace, and you're not used to peace. You're used to chaos. So it's almost like you needed to decide for yourself, like, what do I actually want? Yeah, but I do see something changing for you. But with that Four of Wands, it's like something is coming together. There's something coming together. It's almost like you've made a decision. You're just like, you know what? Let me keep pouring into myself is what I'm feeling. So you're shooting your shot with yourself. So now there's this energy of people shooting their shot with you. And that can look like professional, that can look romantic, that can even look platonic, but you may be finding that people are just talking to you more often, or they're giving you a little bit more attention than you were getting before. And you're like, what? Right? You might not even notice it yet. But it's like, it's literally because of the attention you're giving yourself. Tell me about Temperance. Yeah. Introspection. I'm telling you, you had this beautiful vibe coming through, but you stopped it. You were like, hold on, this is too good to be true. You started getting scared. Like I said, could have been some sort of connection that was involved, but it just felt like a lot. It felt like a lot because this was a peaceful connection. This feels like soulmate energy. Okay. If not soulmate, if it's not a person, then it's like whatever you were doing feels like your soul was involved. It doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like coincidence. It doesn't feel like something that's just like, oh, I'm just trying this out. Whatever you were doing, whether it was healing, whether it was connecting with someone, whether it was, a hobby that you just fell in love with, whatever this was, it was bringing you ultimate peace. It was waking you up to who you are. It was waking you up to what you wanted. And that felt like a lot for you. So you ended it. Right? Or it ended, but I feel like you ended it. Okay. But it's almost like you ended it so that you can transition into the version of you that actually says, I do deserve this. Right? The version of you that declares, I do deserve this. I do deserve to be happy. You're switching your energy. You needed your energy to shift. And it's almost like because you're shifting your energy, things are going to start working out. Things are going to start working out because you're shifting your energy. You got scared. You got scared, Boo Bop. Which is understandable, right? When you live a life a certain kind of way for so long, you start to believe that, the past is playing out or will play out, or your nervous system is like, whoa, abort, 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 right? But you literally have the Four Swords, Four of Cups, Four of Wands here. So 444, your divine team is guiding you towards going back to like what is going to help you. It's almost like, if things got hard or if things are hard right now, they're just like, what the right thing to do is. You know that what you were doing beforehand is what you need to continue doing. You stopped it. You backed off. You stopped it. You stopped. This could have even been a belief, right? Going after your goals and you believed you were going to get it. And then something, didn't work out the way you thought it would. And you just stopped believing in your goals. Stopped believing in what you could achieve. Tell me about that Four of Cups. That's right. The Star, you took time for yourself to heal, which is beautiful. That is beautiful. That's necessary. You took time to heal. You took time to take a moment and decide, what do you actually want? Okay? Because I feel like you had a choice. There's where the divine is taking you, which is to your true success, your true north node, your true purpose, right? But it does require resilience because it's so interesting. We always think that when we get what we manifested, it's just this easy thing to deal with, but that's not true. When you're used to a life of scarcity, when you're used to a life of pain, when genuine love and nurturing comes through, it's actually not so easy to just accept it and transfer into this new way of being. It's still something you have to wrap your head around. It's still something that you have to calm your nervous system into. And it takes years sometimes. And I feel like for you, it's like you have this dream life, maybe this dream relationship, and it showed up for you. It showed up for you. It's like you were begging for love and love came through sooner than you expected. And in a way that you didn't expect. So for example, I remember in 2023, my divine team would consistently give me the message, love is coming your way, love is coming your way, love is coming your way. And this was, in a time where I was feeling, quite lonely. I was in the peak of my healing and just kind of praying to have my husband, right? I wanted my husband, my children, my family. I was wondering, I've been single for some years by that time, right? If now, how long I've been single for? Damn. Well, you gotta ask how long you've been single for. That's a long time. But I was single for a while at that time. And I was just like, you know what? I'm ready to get back into it. I'm ready to have a family. And I was manifesting a family like crazy. You know, every full new moon, I'm manifesting, setting intentions, do what I got to do, right? And love was always involved. And I started getting messages, very clear messages. Love is coming your way. Love is coming your way. Love is coming your way. You know, it's a deep love. It's a deep, beautiful, emotional love. And I was just so ready. I was like, okay, like this is exciting. So now I'm going out and, you know, I'm kind of like, ooh, am I going to meet someone today? Am I going to meet someone today? I'm just so excited. And I'm just expecting it to be this romantic love that shows up. And in reality, it was like love online, right? I went from, you know, having like, I think 900 followers on Instagram to having almost 40,000 or something like that. And it came in so fast. It came in so quickly. And it was like everyone that came in, it was just nothing but genuine love that they were giving. And I was just shook. Mind you, it's what I was working towards with my business. I wanted to grow my business, have more followers, all that stuff. But interestingly enough, when it all started coming in, I was actually uncomfortable with all of the comments. I love you. You're amazing. Oh my goodness. You don't know how much you're helping me. I was uncomfortable. I was getting what I wanted, but I was genuinely uncomfortable. Mind you, I was getting more love than I think I've ever gotten in my entire life, right? In the span of like months, okay? And it all kind of happened really, really fast for me. But in the span of a few months, right? And fast is subjective, but I was getting so much love. And no matter how much came through, no matter how much I wanted it, no matter how much I loved it, it was scary for me. And it wasn't what I expected. I thought I was going to just meet a man and we were going to fall in love and then we were going to, you know, continue our lives together. And in reality, they're like, no, it's actually going to be thousands of people that are going to watch you and they're going to love you for who you are and what you do and all that stuff. And it was scary for me. It was something that I was like, oh, there's a lot more to heal here because here I am having the thing that I want and I'm terrified of it. My nervous system is rejecting it heavily. Like, no, 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 no. Like I'm crying and I'm fearful. Mind you, these are not people that are saying anything negative to me. They're saying beautiful things to me. I'm reading the comments and I'm literally bawling my eyes out because love was something that was so missing in my life. Love was something, you know, words of affirmation was not something that I got. I usually was like teared down by family and people in general. It was one of those things where I was just like, whoa, I don't know what to do with this. And I feel like that's what you went through or are going through. It's almost like you're receiving a love or a nurturing from a hobby, a thing, a person, you know, your beliefs, whatever the case may be. And it's what you've always dreamt of. It's what you genuinely want. It's probably more than what you wanted. And it was difficult for you to take it all in. It was difficult for you to accept it for what it was. So you ended it. You stopped it. You walked away from it. You said, I can't do this. You needed to regroup, which regrouping is not a problem. Okay, it's not a problem. You got to do what you got to do for you. But I do see that you've overcome. Okay, I do see that you're going to allow yourself to have what you want because you are believing that you are worthy of it because you are worthy of it. Stop lying. Talk to me about the 4 of Wands. Yeah, you have the Queen of Swords, which is literally saying like you are in that position where you're saying, you know what? I do deserve to be happy. I do deserve to have it. I do deserve to enjoy it. You have the Queen of Discs, aka Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're in that position where you're not stopping yourself from expanding, from growing, from having the things that you know that you deserve because you do deserve it. Hands down, you do deserve it, right? And it's one of those things where it's just like you've been sitting in despair for so long. This is what you're used to, but you're like, okay, it's time to move from that. It's time to get on from that. It's time to allow myself to get on from that. You're so used to despair that you are constantly looking for ways to be sad. That's just the truth, okay? You're constantly looking for ways to be sad or for proof that life is sad, that your life is sad, that life is against you, but it's not. It's not against you, not even a little bit. It actually is for you. And it may not look the way that you expect it to look, right? Love may come in and it may come in ways that you just don't see coming or you don't know it's coming, right? Same with money, opportunities, things of that sort. But it is coming in for you. It is something that is working in your favor consistently. So your divine team is very much looking at you and saying, hey, look, you are in this beautiful position to go ahead and shoot your shot, aka shoot your shot with yourself. Go after what it is that you want, literally. Go after the thing that makes you happy. If that was a person, you walked away from the person, reach out. If this is a hobby and you walked away from the hobby, go back to it, right? You may feel, I am seeing like a level of embarrassment, like there's a part of you that kind of feels like stupid or dumb, or like you just feel like, you know, I messed up or something like that. So you don't feel like you'll be embraced, but it's just like, you will, okay? Even if it's not immediately, you will be embraced, right? Don't be afraid to go after what you want, because it's meant for you. With the star, I feel like this is meant for you. Yeah, I feel like you're a little bit stressed about this. I also feel like, you know, whatever this is manages your stress. It helps you manage your stress. It's like if you're trying to psych yourself out, like maybe I shouldn't go towards this, but it's like, this is both a key and advice. Whatever it is that I'm talking about here, whatever it is that you're thinking about, you know that this is something that has truly helped you manage your stress. It has truly helped you stay in alignment and kind of either work through things that maybe otherwise would have like hurt you. Like this changed your way of operating. It changed your way of doing things. It opened you up. So like, again, it could be a hobby, right? Let's say it's drawing or whatever the case is. It's like, you know that every time you picked up that brush, every time you picked up that pen, that paper, whatever the case it was, whatever you use, right, as an artist, every time you picked it up, it literally was a de-stressor, okay? For some of you, this could be like professional help. You were receiving professional help, but you stopped doing so. But you realized like it was actually helping. It was actually working for you. For others, this is literally a friendship, a connection you had with someone that like, you know, they could have been really blunt, right? Because I am seeing the Queen of Swords. They could have been really blunt. Like whatever you were doing, it was speaking truth to you. So if it's a person, a hobby, a professional help thing, whatever the case may be, a healing, it was speaking truth to you. A truth that you may not have wanted or you weren't necessarily ready to face quite yet. And so it felt like something that you should run away from. But this is a learning experience. Don't feel no type of way. You needed to learn something within all this, right? Walking away, it's almost like your divine team was like, we knew you would, right? Because you need to see yourself. But it just feels like a situation where, yeah, it feels like a situation where it's meant to go back. You have don't compromise. I want to know more, angels. Why don't compromise? Yeah, okay, got it. Don't compromise. Do not sit here and go back on what you feel. You feel the need to go towards something or do something again, okay? Do it. You're right about it. Don't feel like you can't go towards it. Don't feel like you can't do it. Do it. Do it. Because it's worth doing it. Whatever this was too, it was also making you like, it was giving you boundaries or something. Like it was shifting the way you think about yourself. You get the High Priestess. It was shifting the way you think about yourself. It's almost like it was giving you knowledge or wisdom to come in different, to not necessarily let people, like if you're somebody that's like a people pleaser, or, you know, you kind of let certain situations happen that you don't necessarily agree with. It's like it was showing that. It was showing you that. It was showing you where you could have boundaries, or where you could be better, or you had boundaries with this. Like you didn't play about this, right? You didn't compromise for nobody. You were in it, right? Like I said, if you're an artist or whatever the case is, if this is a hobby, it's like your time was your time, right? It didn't matter. You didn't compromise yourself for it. It's one of those things where it's just like, you're going to do it. You're going to get to it every day. You're going to practice it every day. You're going to be in it. No one could really stop you from doing it. No one could really stop you from, connecting with the person. Nobody could really stop you from being on time for your session. Whatever the case may be, it just felt like something where it's just like, you were no joke about this. It was very serious to you. Even if it was joyful, it was very serious to you. Whereas to like maybe, you know, you would have plans for yourself and maybe stop it because a family member calls you and says, I need you to X, Y, and Z. This was not something that you allowed people to kind of take away from you. This was like your time. This was you giving back to you. So I feel like you're about to do this again. And if it's not exactly this, then you're doing something like it. But either way, it's like you shooting your shot, you going after what you want brings people towards you, brings opportunities towards you, brings peace towards you. Like this is the part where you kind of, you turn up a little bit. You kind of are just like putting yourself first. Yeah, something's transitioning for you. Something is done, right? Something, it's like you're done kind of going back and forth on whether or not you deserve the life that you deserve, whether or not you want what you want. And it's like, okay, I deserve love. I deserve the opportunity. I want it. I know that I can do something fantastic with it. Like you're in that position. You're just like, I know I could do something fantastic with this. I know that this opportunity is meant for me. I know that I can have it. You're done kind of running away from this and you're going all in. And I feel like your divine team is telling you to go all in. You may feel defeated. You may feel like, you know, you shouldn't do it. You may feel like, you know, how are you going to be received? But it's like, don't let your fears, don't let your fears run wild, because something has shifted and changed. If you feel like, if this is a person, let's see. Angels, if this is a person for my Boo Bops, what will the person think? If this is a person you're going back to, they may find it to be sudden. It may be a little bit of a struggle for them to understand where you're at, right? The 10 of Wands, it's like they may look at it as like, okay, this was hard for me. So if you walked away from someone, this person, it was hard for them. It was hard for them. It was difficult. It was like you walking away was not like so simple for them. With the Devil here, it's kind of like they don't know your intentions, it seems. With the Tower, Judgment, Competition, and Justice, it's like they'll go back and forth with whether or not they can trust you. They need clarity. They need to know, like, okay, what are you doing? It's almost like the one thing I could say with this person, come straightforward. Come with your truth. Don't be like, don't go around it. Don't kind of talk about it. Like, come with your ultimate truth. Come with your genuine intention. Yeah, come with your genuine intentions. What's the 10 of Wands? Yeah, you got the King of Cups. This is someone that is definitely open to you. It's just, it hurt them. You have that, they thought that you were good. Like y'all, okay. They thought you guys were stable. They thought you guys were straight. So whether or not this is like a friend or a romantic situation, family member, whatever the case may be, it's almost like it was sudden for them. They didn't see it coming. This is something they did not see coming. So they thought that, you know, the love between y'all was stable, or they thought that it was going somewhere. So it's like it was difficult for them. So they're gonna be in need of a changed perspective, but it's like only you can change their perspective. You have to come so incredibly correct. You have to come so incredibly honest. Whoever this is, they're definitely a leader. They don't really play about themselves. So this is somebody who already has what it is that you're finally cultivating for yourself. This is someone who like already believes in themselves, loves themselves. So they're very, very protective of their energy. You have the 9 of Pentacles and you have the Chariot. Yeah, this is someone that is open to you. This is not someone that's like, leave me the hell alone. I don't see that at all. But with the Devil, this is someone that is now cautious of you, right? So if you're going back to somebody or you're connecting with someone that you walked away from, or something suddenly happened between y'all, like it was solid, but some way, somehow it stopped being solid, or this is like, this story fits that. This gives like, this is someone who can see success with you, who thought you were moving towards success, but it's like, they're going to struggle to trust that. They're going to struggle to know what's up. They're going to kind of be in the energy of like, what are you doing here? What do you want? Like, just come so clear. Like, they're like, okay, You may come in kind of like trying to, I don't know, let bygones be bygones, or you're trying to like extend an olive branch. And for them, they're kind of like, what's up? Like, what's up? Right? That deception, that Seven of Swords, they're kind of like, just tell me literally exactly what's up with you. Like, if before you could talk to this person in kind of like a dreamy way, or you could go around it. Let's say this is someone romantic and you guys could talk about marriage and this person would kind of give into it and work with it. I feel like they're like, you deserve, like they feel like they deserve just straight truth from you. What are you doing here? What do you want from me? What's up? That's kind of their energy. Their energy is very straightforward. It's giving very much like they're defensive, but they do want a success with you. So it's like they're not defensive because they don't want to be around you or they don't want to connect with you. They just don't play about themselves. So with the Devil, they're like, I don't know what your game is, but they're not here to play with toxicity. What's the Devil? So this is someone who's just not toxic. Yeah. With the Five of Swords, they're like in this position where they're just like, look, I'll work with you if it's in alignment. I'll work with you if it's meant to happen. But that whole, you're going to come in and kind of just like play a game, they're not for it. And of course, you make the story fit if it's the other way around, right? But that's what I feel. I just feel like this person just has a little bit like, I keep seeing it. They go back and forth. They want to work with you with the Eight of Pentacles, but with the Three of Swords, they're like, you hurt me, right? You hurt me and I don't know why you hurt me. And so therefore, it's like, they're like, you're not going to hurt me again. So they now, if before they had a lot of emotion involved, which I do see with the King of Cups, like this is someone who has control over their emotions, okay? They have control over their emotions. They have control over like how they feel, but this is someone who like genuinely loved you or genuinely, you know, seen a strong connection between the two of you. They're not messing around with their own energy though, right? Like no matter how strong the vibe is between them and someone, when somebody kind of shows them that they can't trust them anymore, they take that into account. But with you, it's almost like there's an understanding here too. Yeah. Friendship. Okay. So this could literally be a friend, somebody that had your back and it ended. It just feels like an abandonment. So either they abandoned you or you abandoned them, but I feel like it was you because you had to heal something. I feel like you abandoned them, but this is someone who like, it's almost like they understand you. So whatever happened here, it wasn't some blowout. It doesn't feel like this big fight. It just feels like an understanding. It kind of feels like this person seems very smart, very like aligned with themselves. Like I said, they have a lot of emotions for you, but like they keep it under wraps. So this could be someone who's extremely like very intuitive, very aware. Okay. It feels like this is someone who either knows that there's a reconnection that's necessary, or this is someone who just kind of understands. So they're not mad at you is what I'm getting. Yeah, they're not mad at you, but they're defensive. They just don't know what you want is what I'm getting. Like they don't know why you would be back, or if they know why, it's like they need to hear it from you. They need to know your plans and they need to know that it's like, right. They're like, did anything change, right? With the Two of Pentacles, they're like, this could go one way or another way. And they're just making sure that, you know, it doesn't go the way they don't want. Like they fear that a little bit, right? This is someone who has been hurt in their life before. And it just seems like whatever it is that you did may have sparked a hurt in them that they ended up having to heal and work through. But they're not mad at you. It's not like, it's almost like, yeah, it seems like you instigated a pain in them. You instigated you triggered, there we go. You triggered a trigger in them. You triggered a pain in them, a trauma in them. But it's not what you did that was horrible. It's almost like this person kind of sees that. That's why I'm like, you can shoot your shot with this person. You can go towards this person. This is not someone that's Xing you out. This is someone that is just very protective, very defensive over their own energy. They just want to make sure that whoever and whatever is coming in, it really has good intentions. And I feel like that's what this person wants to make sure with you. Okay? But I feel like once you make up with this person, even if it's not to like go the distance. But like, let's say your intention is to apologize, or your intention is just to like be cordial, whatever the case may be. It's almost like because you make up with this person, things really do move forward for you. It's like your plans start to fall into place because you're learning a big lesson with this person, is what I feel. What's that 3 of Cups? You're learning a big lesson with this energy. You got strength. Tell me about the 2 of Discs. You have the Emperor. And tell me about the 9 of Swords. You have the 5 of Wands. Yeah, it's like with this person, this is a very strong person. So like I said, whoever this is, they're very like blunt. They very much tell you how it is. With this person, I feel like you didn't see this person coming when they came into your life. And like you admire them, is what I feel. I feel like this is someone who loves you, or has like, sees your innocence, sees like you're not trying to hurt them. So they understand your intention is never to hurt them, but they have been hurt in the past. And what you pulled, what you did, what happened, it feels like this is something they've experienced from people who were actively trying to hurt them. So they're trying to manage, they're trying to figure out like, where do you stand on that spectrum? And it's like, they just need truth from you. It's like once they have truth from you and it's coming from such a genuine place, I feel like they're going to be super open to you. Yeah, you got to trust the universe. This works out, and honor your feelings. Whatever this is, it works out, and it works out well. Okay. So whether it is a person, a hobby, like I said, it works out well. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. You just have to trust your own feelings, trust the universe, trust your intuition, because yeah, this is fulfillment like there's no other. Do you understand, Boo Bop? And you deserve to be fulfilled. It's fulfillment like there's no other. You just have to be determined. You have to persevere. You have to be willing to go towards it. You have to be willing to experience it. I like this energy. You both are learning something. Yeah, it feels like a person. If it's not a person, then you could be learning something within this situation. But I can't make this stuff up. Look, learning experience, baby. Learning experience. Yeah, you're learning something. Marriage, this was something you were committed to. Like I said, you didn't compromise your time with it. Like you were committed. You were in it, hands down. Okay. But this is definitely something where like you're learning a major lesson, and the walking away from this was also teaching you something. That was something you needed to see within yourself. And it feels like the lesson is like, when you have something good, when you have what you're asking for, you don't know how to deal with it. Sometimes you cut the energy off, and you may be cutting the wrong energy off. It was giving you perspective to see things from a different way, in a different way, to see how you operate with people and with things. It's like giving you a change. Yep, you got marriage that came out just now. It's like, whatever this is, like I said, this could be romantic. This could become like a romantic situation, but it's teaching you. It's almost like you're not going to stay committed to anything or anyone if you don't learn this lesson. So there is the need to go back to it. There's a need to kind of commit yourself to this energy, to this thing, to yourself. Give yourself what you know you need, and stop lying to yourself, right? Stop lying to yourself and allow life to change and to shift. Allow yourself to shift. Allow yourself to go the distance. It's like, yeah, you need a perspective change. You have the Hangman in reverse perspective, and then you have instigation. So it's like, it's time for you to really take action in a new way, to stop letting yourself feel confused about something that just isn't confusing. This is fulfilling. Go towards your fulfillment, not the thing you think you should do or the thing you've always done. Go towards your fulfillment, because there's a reason for that. But like I said, if it's a person, they may act a little distant at first. They may feel a little bit like, what are you doing here? And it seems rightfully so. Okay. And if this is you, if someone's coming towards you and that's how you're feeling, it's like rightfully so. And also be open, because you're both learning something. It's necessary for this situation to have gone down the way that it did. And you can trust that it works in your favor. It's like, be optimistic. That's what I'm seeing here. Literally, optimism. Be optimistic about this, because it works out better than you think. Okay. So Wow, I did not realize that we went so long. I wasn't going to do it, but we did it, and that's okay. All right. You know I love you. Until next time. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye.